Hey guys, Maddy here and welcome to today's practice. Today we're going to really focus on releasing tension in the physical and emotional body. It's a really beautiful, super gentle flow and stretch class. All you really need for this class is your yoga mat. Don't forget to click subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. When you're ready, I'll see you on the mat. Thanks guys. Welcome. We're going to start today's practice down onto our back. So come down, and to begin you can either just rest the feet to the ground at about hips distance apart, or you can bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall out to the sides into Dandasana. Close down your eyes and take your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. And as you arrive in your space, just notice as you tune in to what arises, what sensations. Maybe you feel the beating of your heart or the gentle rise and fall of your chest and belly in connection with your breath. Maybe you notice some stiffness or tightness throughout your physical body. Whatever comes up, let it come up without attaching to it or identifying with any particular sensation or feeling or emotion. As each sensation arises, let it come and then let it go as you start to really tune into your breath. Breathing slowly in and out through your nose. With each breath out, just feel yourself letting go of a little bit more tension, whether it be physical or emotional. Feel yourself releasing and sinking deeper and deeper into this place of ease and peace. Peace with what is. Maybe you feel the hips starting to open up a little bit more if you're in Supta Baddha Konasana. As you keep letting go. Take one more deep breath in and breath out. Slowly, slowly draw the knees together if you've got the knees open, and then hug the knees gently into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Maybe just rock gently from side to side. Give the back a little massage. And from here, plant both feet again about hip distance apart. Reach both arms out to either side. And from here, slowly draw the right knee in towards your chest. Flex the right foot and then extend it up towards the ceiling. Press out through the right heel. Just feel a gentle stretch into the hamstring. Bend the right knee again, keeping the right foot flexed. Take the right ankle across your left thigh, and without using your hands, start to open the right hip, drawing the right knee towards the front of your mat. And you can stay right here, or if you want to take this stretch a little bit deeper into the glutes, you're going to interlace the fingers either underneath the left hamstring or over the top of the left shin, and then pull that left knee in towards your chest at the same time as drawing that right knee towards the front of your mat. Holding it here, keep that right foot nice and flexed to protect the right knee. Keep lengthening the tailbone down towards the ground. Pull the knee in a little bit closer towards the chest. One more breath in. And breath out. Slowly release the left foot down. Extend the right leg back up towards the ceiling. And then draw the right knee into your chest, interlace the fingers around the top of the right shin, and extend the left leg out in front of you. Squeeze the right knee in a little bit closer towards your right armpit. And then from here, slowly guide the right knee over to the left and reach the right arm out to the right, coming into a nice supine twist. Gaze over your right shoulder, holding it here. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, feel yourself releasing into the twist a little bit deeper. And we'll just take a few more breaths here. One more breath in. And breath out. Use your breath in to come back to center, and then slowly release the right leg along your mat, and just take a moment here resting on your back. Notice how you feel. Slowly plant both feet again, hip distance apart. Reaching both arms out to either side. This time extend the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Dorsiflex the left foot. Really press out through the left heel and the ball of the left foot. Draw the left knee in towards your chest, keeping the left foot flexed. Take the left ankle across the right thigh, and without using the hands, open up into the left hip, drawing the left knee towards the front of your mat. And you can stay right here if you like, or you can take it a little bit deeper by interlacing the fingers underneath or over the top of the right shin. Pull the right knee in towards your chest, draw the left knee towards the front wall to create that nice stretch into the left glute. Keep lengthening the tailbone down towards the ground, holding it here. One more breath in, and breath out. Slowly release the right foot back down, extend the left leg back up towards the ceiling. Pull the left knee into your chest, interlacing the fingers around the top of the left shin, and then extend the right leg out. Squeeze the left knee in a little bit closer towards the armpit. As you press out through the right heel, take a breath in. On the breath out, guide the left knee over to the right. Reach the left arm out to the left. Gaze over your left shoulder, coming into our twist, and we're just holding it here. Stay nice and connected to your breath. In and out softly, gently through the nose, and feel yourself releasing deeper into the twist with each exhalation. One more breath in, and breath out. Slowly come back to center. Release the left leg, coming onto your back, into just a corpse position, just noticing how you're feeling, tuning in, becoming aware of your own physical body. Good. Hug the knees into your chest and just rock over onto one side, and we'll slowly prop ourselves all the way up onto our mat, and we're going to come to a tabletop position, stacking the shoulders directly over your hands and stacking the hips directly over the knees. And we're just going to take some gentle movement into the spine, extending and flexing into the spine now, into some cat and cows with the arms nice and straight. Take a breath in, open your heart towards the front, dropping the belly down towards the ground, feeling that stretch through the front side of the body and the engagement into the back, extension into the spine. As you breathe out, round through your spine, tuck the chin towards the chest, tuck the tailbone under, now stretching out through the whole backside body and engaging into the core. And we'll just keep moving to breath. Maybe you'd like to close down the eyes, stay nice and focused on the rhythm of your breath and nice and focused on the movement, the articulation of the spine. And maybe you'd like to start to give your movement just your own little flair. Maybe as you extend into the spine, you'd like to tuck the toes under, and then as you round through the spine, untuck the toes and stretch up through the ankles. One more round. Good. Come back to a neutral spine. Get light onto your right fingers and then take a breath in, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, open up across the chest, gaze up to your right fingertips, press the ground away with the left palm. Hold it here, one more breath in. On the breath out, we're going to thread the right arm under the left, set the arm and the right shoulder all the way down to the ground and the right side of your head down to the ground, coming to this twist. Take the left fingertips towards the front of your mat and open up through the left side body, holding it here. And now if you feel comfortable, reach the left arm straight up towards the ceiling and then bend the left elbow, taking the left fingers towards the right hip, maybe to the right thigh, and open up a little bit more through the front of the left shoulder by gently pulling back on that left shoulder. And keep breathing softly, smoothly in and out through your nose. One more deep breath in and breath out. Slowly take the left hand back down below the shoulder and then press all the way back up to your tabletop position, to a neutral spine. Get light onto the left fingers, reach the left arm up, gaze up towards the left fingers, opening up across the chest. Press the ground away with the right palm. Deep breath in. On the breath out, thread the left arm underneath the right, setting the arm, the shoulder, and the left side of your head all the way down to the ground. Reach the right fingertips towards the front of the mat, getting this nice lateral line, length. And if you feel comfortable, reach the right arm straight up towards the ceiling, bend the right elbow, take the right fingers to your left hip crease, maybe the left thigh. Open up a little bit more through the front of the right shoulder. Good. One more deep breath in and breath out. Release the right hand back below the right shoulder. Press all the way back up to a tabletop position. From here, we're going to walk the fingertips forward and come into Anahatasana, a melting heart. You can plant the palms or you can stay on the fingertips, whatever's comfortable for you. You're going to melt the chest down towards the ground, and you can either take the forehead down, or if you've got the range into the shoulders, you may be able to bring the chest all the way down and the chin to the ground. So just do what works for you. If you're really tight into the shoulders, you may need to bring the hands a little bit wider. Maybe you need to bring something like a cushion under your forehead or under your chest, holding it here. Think of pressing the armpits down towards the ground. One more deep breath in and breath out. Press into the palms nice and firmly to come all the way back up. Walk the hands back below your shoulders. Well done. From here, we're going to come into a downward facing dog with the hands shoulder width apart, spreading the fingers nice and wide as you can. Arms nice and straight as you tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up and back. And we'll just take a little bit of movement to begin with, pedaling out through the feet. And this is such a beautiful pose, our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, to not only build strength but also build length into the hamstrings. And as we come upside down, really good to release tension by giving our brains a nice bath in oxygen. Settling into to stillness here. Keep the knees bent if you're really tight through the hammies. If you're nice and lengthened into the backs of the legs and you can maintain a nice neutral spine while straightening the legs, do so. Do what works for you. Press the ground away with the palms of the hands. Lift the butt up a little bit more. Create a little more length through the tailbone, through the side body. Take a deep breath in and breath out. We're going to walk all the way to the top of the mat. Little steps all the way. Bring your feet to hip distance apart. When you get there, bend the knees so the belly and chest comes to the thighs, and then clasp opposite elbows, and then relax your head as we hang into a ragdoll. And really just try and hang here, letting go of all tension. And really tune into where you may be holding on to tension. Sometimes we don't even notice if we're clenching the jaw or the brow is furrowed. Release it all. Unhinge the jaw. Relax your brow, relax your forehead, relax the temples. Maybe you'd even like to give the head a little yes and no shake, just to make sure you're completely letting go. Bending the knees as much as you need to here to be able to relax into the back. Feel the breath rising into the belly, into the middle of your back and into the upper back. And with each breath out, feel that sense of letting go, of releasing whatever it is you need to release, whatever is no longer serving you in this moment. Take one more deep breath in. On the breath out, just release the arms, let the arms hang heavy, and then slowly start to roll up. Take your time. Press down through the heels as you roll, stacking each vertebra from the base of your spine, coming all the way up to standing. Head comes last, and just give the shoulders a little roll. When you get there, back, forward, good. Heel toe your feet together, bring the big toes to touch. From here, take the right arm behind you and take a hold of the left arm just above the elbow crease. And then from here, just going to take a nice little stretch into the neck. Stand up nice and tall and just relax the shoulders, relax the chest. We're just going to draw the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Feeling that nice, gentle stretch into the left side of the neck. And now draw the chin to the right collarbone. Chin to chest. Now bring the head back to neutral. Release the right arm, taking it to the other side. Take the left arm behind you. Take a hold of the right arm just above the elbow crease. Start with a nice neutral head and neck, and then just gently draw the left ear to the left shoulder. Chin to the left collarbone. Chin to chest. Head back to neutral. Release the left arm to Samastiti here. Hands by your sides, standing up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Gaze up between the palms. Bring the palms together at the top. As you exhale, bow forward, hinging from your hips all the way down to your forward fold. Bring the fingertips or the palms of the hands to the ground. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale to a halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. You can bend the knees here. You can also bring the hands to the shins or the thighs. Whatever you need to get this nice flat back, broadening the collarbones, reaching the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, plant the palms, step back to a plank position, drop the knees down to the ground, and shift forward so your shoulders come over the fingertips. Start to bend the arms, take the chest and the chin down to the ground, squeezing the elbows in, and then slowly draw the belly down to the ground, tops of the feet to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest to a baby cobra, squeezing the elbows in, squeezing into the glutes, squeezing the inner thighs. Exhale, melt the chest down, and we'll just flow through two more. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. One more, inhale. Exhale, release the chest down. Tuck the toes under. Press back up onto your hands and your knees, and then lift the hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in. And breath out. Bend the knees, look forward, walk, or you can take one big step to the top of your mat. One foot, then the other. Coming to a halfway lift as you inhale, nice flat back, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come back, halfway lift, nice flat back. On the exhalation, plant the fingertips or the palms. We're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat, and you're going to drop the back knee down, coming to a low lunge position. You're going to reach both arms up and interlace the fingers. Press the palms up towards the ceiling. Start to melt the front of your left hip forward so that you get this nice stretch into the left hip flexor. If you need to place something underneath the knee, go for it. If you're finding the pressure on the knee too much, place a cushion or a blanket underneath the knee. Now let's start to lift up through the heart, maybe lift the gaze a little bit, create a little extension into the spine here, lengthening into the side body. Engage into your left glute and feel like you're squeezing the inner thighs together, holding it here. Deep breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Good. Take the hands onto your thigh, and from here we're going to press the thigh away from you with the palms of the hands and start to curl your tail under and tuck the chin towards the chest. So we're creating this little counter flexion into the spine, and you might even feel a little stretch into the left quad here. One more breath in, and breath out. Melt the left hip forward. Inhale, reach up again, interlacing the fingers, palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release the fingertips down to the ground, framing the right foot. Lift the back knee, step the left foot forward, and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. We'll take it to the other side. Step the right toes back. Drop the right knee down to the ground. To your low lunge position. Inhale as you reach up, interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling, lifting the heart, creating a little back bend here, gazing up towards the ceiling. Squeeze into the right glute, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other, breathing deeply into the belly. One more breath in, and breath out. Take the palms to the left thigh, shift back a little bit so you're sort of stacking the right hip over the right knee. Press the thigh away from you, tuck the chin towards the chest, curl the tailbone under. Inhale, melt the right hip forward, lift up through the chest, reach the arms up. Exhale, lower the palms of the hands. This time we're going to step back to downward facing dog. Step the left foot back, take one deep breath in, and breath out. Drop the knees down to the ground, bring the knees nice and wide, bring the big toes to touch, sink the hips back towards the heels, reach the hands forward, melt the forehead down to the ground, just come to a little child's pose. Connect back to your breath. Feel the lower back rising with each breath in. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Look forward. I'm going to come onto our butt. So just swing the legs around in front. Coming to Dandasana, staff pose. Plant the palms either side of your hips, tuck the chin towards the chest, look towards the nose, flex the feet, press out through the heels, press out through the balls of the feet, draw the lower belly in. Just taking a few breaths here. Mindful breaths. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling, take a breath in. Lift up through the lower ribs, lift up through the side body. As you exhale, hinge from the hips forward and take a hold of where you can, if it's the calves, the ankles, maybe the base of your feet. If you're really tight into the hammies, you can bend the knees here as well. And think of bending the elbows and drawing the elbows down towards the ground rather than sort of struggling up with straight arms towards the toes. Think of bending the elbows so that you create that length into the lower back, and then you can work on straightening out through the legs by pressing the heels towards the front of the mat. Folding all the way down, tuck the chin towards the chest into your Paschimottanasana and holding it here 5 breaths. Feel the breath into your back space. With each breath in, creating a little more space so that with each breath out you can fold deeper. Try to engage into the quads, press out through the heels, press out through the balls of the feet. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Use the breath in to slowly come all the way back up. Well done. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. From here, we're going to take deer legs. So you're going to bend your left knee first and take the left shin parallel to the top of the mat. And then you're just going to bend the right knee to a comfortable spot beside it. And then you're going to twist to the left over the left thigh. So we're going to fold over the left thigh, walk the hands to the left, melt the forehead down to the ground. If you want to deepen the twist and also get a nice stretch into the shoulder here, you're going to reach the right arm up as you inhale, and then as you exhale, you're going to thread the needle, thread the right arm underneath the left shoulder, and then work the right shoulder down towards the ground, maybe taking the right cheek to the mat. One more deep breath in and breath out. Slowly release, walking the hands back, and then we'll switch our deer legs. So you're going to take the right shin so that it's parallel to the front of your mat. Bend the left knee beside the right foot, and then twist towards your right. So you're folding over your right thigh. Walk the hands forward, melt the forehead down to the ground. And if you want to take that deeper twist, reach the left arm up, breath in, breath out, thread the left arm underneath the right shoulder, work the left shoulder down to the ground, maybe bring the left cheek to the mat, holding it here. And slowly start to release, coming back to center, and we're going to come down onto our backs. When you get there, hug the knees tightly into your chest, giving yourself a little squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side. And our last pose before our Shavasana today, we're going to just come into a happy baby, really nice, beautiful hip release, taking hold of the outer edges of your feet or the ankles, or you can wrap your peace fingers around the big toes. Draw the feet so that the soles of your feet are parallel to the ceiling, nice and wide, and you're pulling the knees either side of your rib cage down towards the ground, flexing the feet, and you can gently rock from side to side. Here, that always feels nice. And if you want to settle into stillness, and you can play with the tilt of your tailbone. You can lengthen the tailbone down towards the ground, notice how that feels, or you can curl the tailbone under. Always staying focused on the breath. If the mind starts to drift off, if you're carried away by a wave of thought, just practice coming back with kind compassion for yourself. If you are losing focus, if you're stressed or anxious about something, don't judge yourself for it. It's totally valid and normal to feel that way if you're feeling that way, but just try and come back to this moment. Come back to the breath, that beautiful, life-giving breath. One more deep breath in. And let the breath go. Slowly release the feet to the ground. Just windshield wipe the knees gently from left to right, right to left. left to right, and back to center, releasing the legs, the feet to the bottom corners of the mat. Let the feet drop naturally out to the sides, turn the palms up, and relax your shoulders, relax the hips, relax the legs, feeling everything just dropping. Relax the neck, your throat, unclench the jaw, and even relax your tongue. Feel the brow softening, any creases in your forehead unfurling. As you come into this place of rest, of ease, of stillness, of serenity, your Shavasana. Taking as much time as you need here in your Shavasana to rest. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice today. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. From my heart to yours. Namaste.